you came in, the homeowners wanted to fill it in, right?
Yeah.
You convinced them to go ahead and remodel it. Look at the happy fish, the plants, just spectacular. All of those rocks came down those steps. That's not easy.
That palm wasn't there. They actually brought it in over by a crane.
Wow.
Knocked the top off the roof of the house, apparently.
Oh my.
The moment that went over the house, they knew they wanted to do something really special with that. It was really just making sure that they saw value in what you were going to do. So you sold them. Good job.
All right, we just drove for forever, as always, out here in Australia, and we are right outside Sydney. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. We're looking for Brad Vanders, who is our certified aquascape contractor out here, and apparently he built this pond a few months ago. And there he is, right there. The man, the myth, the legend. How you doing, young man? Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
So this is a new pond, huh?
It is, yeah. Going on just on 3 months.
Wow, what a cool yard.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow, these are interesting properties here on slopes, huh?
Yeah.
And there's Patrick Handley, who sold you all the products for this, right?
He did.
Hey, I like your Pondemonium shirt.
Proud.
There you go.
He's a good man.
Look at this, pretty ornate. What do you think, Brian?
Wow.
Hey, man.
Great job. We were just talking about this. Does anybody use any of the bowls?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Okay, they find me on a local trades website.
Uh-huh.
They had gotten a few quotes. I'm 3 hours away, so
Wow.
Yeah, they called me, and initially the idea was that they wanted to have this palm. That palm wasn't there. They actually brought it in over by a crane.
Wow.
Knocked the top off the roof of the house, apparently.
Oh my.
Yeah, but they brought it in, they set it down in the middle, and they said they wanted the waterfall to go around both sides, and they initially said no to me. They were going to go with another installer, and then they called me back 2 or 3 months later and said, look, we really want to go with you, we like your design. I was a bit more expensive than the other person. So they
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Including a cool waterfalls. I love the way that water is flowing off that rock. Look at that. It's like a little jetty right in there. Yeah.
Surprised me that one.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
And you know, if we don't like it, we'll rip it out, rebuild it, and refoam it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And how old is this project?
3 months.
3 months, right? So imagine as all the plants fill in. I'll have to say, as a builder, Patrick probably saw this too, but I instantly said this had to be a hard build because there's no access back here.
Oh, yeah.
How, yeah, seriously, we just walked down a bunch of steps. Where'd all the rocks get? How'd they get here?
Walking down those steps.
You walked, all of those rocks came down those steps. That's not easy. Well, this is what's fantastic about having tons of employees is you don't have to pick up any rocks, right?
Yeah, sure. We did it in about 3 days. It was my first pondless, so I
The
think
first one, not bad. Well, it's all the little things too. There's your waterfall diffuser right back there with the waterfall coming out. You got your 2 bowls. You got another one probably up there, right?
yeah, I've got 2 waterfall diffusers.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's another waterfall diffuser up there. And originally they didn't want to go with the bowls. No. I said, look, I reckon this would look awesome with a couple of bowls, and I tried to show a few of the aquascape photos that.
Yep.
But she's like, I don't know. I said, look, I want to put them in. If you don't like them, I'll rip them back out.
That's how you have to.
Love it.
Yep.
And they love it. They absolutely love it.
Amen.
When I try to talk to customers about the bowls,
Yeah.
they're all like, you have this very organic thing, and then you want to take this contemporary thing and drop it in here, and,
Yes.
and it just works. I don't know why I always relate it to like the red door in front of a house. It doesn't make any sense, but it works. Right?
Right, what did you just say?
After all these years, you can kind of pick and choose which projects you want. If I saw all those stairs, I would have definitely said we are not the company for you.
That's the difference between 25 years and what, first year?
First year aquascape.
And you traveled 3 hours to come do it. Yeah. I would have actually said, hey, I know a guy in Australia that'll come do just about anything.
So what did the customers say after you're all said and done, Brad?
Oh, they love it. They've obviously kept the plants watered, everything's looking really beautiful, and she said, look, it's just too precious not to take care of it. And they can view it from up the stairs. They can sit here, obviously, like we are now, and enjoy it. And
Yeah. And Brian, you could talk a little bit about this. You were saying that when they originally had somebody out, they were going to go with somebody else, but they didn't like their vision. And when you hire a contractor, it's an artist.
Often we say, hey, listen, we're not any better or worse than the next person. You're really just choosing a style. And so you have to be comfortable with the style that we build in. And if you don't like that style, I'm not offended.
Yeah.
But it's just different than everybody else. It's better,
Yeah,
right? But it's just different. And when those things get planted up and you get a couple plants in there and this thing matures, I mean, this is a totally different project a year from now.
Yeah.
It's going to look so much different. A water feature is a living thing, so it just gets better and better over time.
Yeah.
It's really nice. You were telling the story of them bringing this in over the house.
Yeah.
If they would have told me that story right away, like, sold.
Yeah.
Like, they had a vision for this thing since the moment that went over the house, right? They knew they wanted to do something really special with that place. Who would put the time and effort to crane a palm tree over a house?
For sure.
Right?
Yep.
And so it was really just making sure that they saw value in what you were going to do, because they obviously value in the landscape and the area and everything else. It was just value in you.
Yes.
So you sold it. Good job.
Amen. This is a job that you did about 6 months ago.
That's correct.
It's a beautiful area. This is a really beautiful aquascape water feature.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is that the people had an existing water feature. It was high maintenance.
Yeah.
With the wetland system in here, with the rocks and gravel, with the plants, you've made an ecosystem that works with Mother Nature, not against her, which
Yes.
is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You have an automatic doser on here.
No auto doser, but
Hey,
they
look, the water's
religiously
spectacular.
they religiously dose.
As long as we're going to add bacteria. What was that, Patrick?
I just wonder where the skimmer was.
Yeah, I can see it over there.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So Patrick, looking out here, where's the skimmer? That right there is the skimmer lid. And that's about the only thing that you can't even see it because it just blends in. But look at the happy fish, the plants, just spectacular. Good work.
Thanks, mate.
This is nice.
Work on this at all?
Yeah, they had the koi already there, but it was just covered in this myofilm stuff.
We call it parrot's feathers.
Okay, yeah.
Is that what we call over there?
Yeah, yep. And some retaler as well, and it just
So it's overgrown.
way overgrown. And they were spending a lot of money with the maintenance crew having to fix it every week.
Yeah.
And when I first came out, they said, "Look, we just want to fill it in. We don't want to deal with it.
Very
it's just
typical.
full of mud,
Yeah.
rubbish."
You came in, the homeowners wanted to fill it in, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And you're like, no, you convinced them to go ahead and remodel it, right?
absolutely. Yes.
So what was involved with that?
Look, when we got here, it was a lot of the ponds built here, say the last 10 or 20 years, were just a plastic PVC liner filled with like large river stones. So
That's a plastic PVC liner. My accent really bad.
yeah, that's all right. They always filled them with large river stones, and so there just wasn't enough surface area for bacteria and all the mud
Yes.
and gunk would collect. So it was nothing but trouble. The way that the waterfall was built up, it was concreted in rock over the top of the PVC liner. It was leaking like crazy. Roots had grown through it. We came in, we just took everything out. All this stone here, this beautiful stone, I'm so glad we got to use because we
So that stone was already here?
already here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we bought this stone you see in the water. We bought in from
Yes.
the quarry. It's blasted quarry stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we basically ripped everything out, pulled it out of the concrete as much as we could. We had to chip off the concrete because a lot of them were sort of, lodged together. We basically set all over the pile over here in the driveway. We started to clear out the old liner. We actually pressure cleaned as much as we could to reuse the materials that were here. And then, yeah, we just relined it with the stream. Like it was just a straight, flat gradient. There was no steps. So we had to definitely excavate those out. Really wanted to get a really nice sort of multifaceted stream going back down from the biofalls.
What would a project like this run all in?
30 grand.
$30,000, completely remade. And what do the people that live in this house think of the new remodeled water feature?
Oh, they love it. They're out here all the time. Like when I first met them, they weren't really pond people. They sort of bought the house, the pond was here. And as I said, they were paying people to hose out the stream every week just to keep it running. There was leaking water, they were filling it up all the time. And you know, they were really concerned. They wanted to make sure that it really worked out well, because they, you know, were spending all this money on it. They wanted to make sure it was going to work out, you know, the way I'd said. And
so you had to get their faith, and now that they did, they're happy with the end results.
Love it, absolutely love it. And they spend so much time out here now.
We like to say a water feature turns a house into a home. So they bought a house with an existing high maintenance water features, turned it over to Brad. They wanted him to fill it in. He created a low maintenance aquascape ecosystem water feature, and this is the result, and they're quite thrilled, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They love it.
Good day, mate.
Good day.
That was nice, Brad.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of the nicer ones I've seen.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
What'd you like about it, Brian?
To me, I like the edge work. I really love the plants along the edges. It's one of the first ponds we've seen with larger fish in it. To me, I really like the fish. I know the fish aren't for everybody. To me, the fish are kind of like the living art part of the pond, and they're moving around and stuff. So I like the fish quite a bit. The stream was awesome. I liked how you couldn't see where it started. Right, so that waterfall's way up at the top, and the waterfall coming out of the biofalls is really nice. Yeah, so every part of it was really good. I loved it.
Good job.
Nice job.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Hey, so who would ever thought a passion that I had over 20 some years ago would bring me to Sydney, Australia? I'm sitting here in Sydney, Australia, visiting with Brad Vanders. To also see the landscape around here is just fantastic. We're up kind of, I guess you'd call it more of the foothills here in Australia, but we're on a lot of cool rocky slopes and seeing just awesome backyards. So this is our first stop in Sydney. First of, I think we've got 10 total stops out here. I'm not exactly sure, but we've got a couple days here in Sydney, and then we're off to a different part of Australia. Don't ask me where, because I don't know. Hey, if you guys enjoy seeing this kind of stuff, seeing cool houses, really cool landscapes, different places across the world, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll make sure we keep doing this for you guys. Bye.